Saudi Pro League now generating about 25 million euros and total revenue pool is about 1.1 billion euros. Man, that is damn astronomical.
We are going to discuss about the top 20 football competitions through league and their prize money and total revenue pool. I'm starting from number 20, which is the Scottish League. Their prize money is 4.1 million euros, and the total money that they make, the total revenue that they make is 195 million euros. Number 19 is the Czech Republic League, which they make about 4.2 million euros. Well, the total money is 210 million euros. Then I'm going to number 18, Superliga in the Turkish league in Turkey. They make about 4.8 million euros. Then their total revenue pool is 450 million euros. Then number 17 is Superliga from Greece, 5.5 million euros. Total money generated is 310 million euros. Going to number 16 is the league from Belgium, Jupiter Pro, which is they make about 7.5 million euros. Total prize money that they generate, total revenue pool is 480 million euros. Then number 15 is Liga in Mexico. They make about 8.5 million prize money, and total money that they generate is 520 million euros. Then 14 is Portugal, where they make 9.8 million euros as the prize money in their league, but the total money they generate is 680 million euros. Then we go to the Dutch league, that's Eredivisie. They make about 12.5 million euros in prize money. The total money and revenue generated is 750 million euros. Number 12 is Major League Soccer, which is the US. They make about 15 million euros. Then the total money that they generate in revenue is 1.3 billion euros. Then number 11 is the Brazilian League, which they make about 18.5 million euros in prize money. Then the total money that they generate both in revenue is 1.4 billion euros. Man, Albert and Chima, you can imagine what the Saudi league generates in million, which is number 10 in their prize money. Man, these guys make about prize money 25 million euros. Then the total money that they generate is 1.1 billion euros. That is huge. So you imagine what number 9 makes, number 8, number 7, and so what not. What do you have to say about that, Albert?
Yes, the Saudi Pro League, I think there are visionaries behind this. You know, before now, about 20 years ago, there was nothing like Saudi League. Even 15 years ago, there was nothing like Saudi League. But people just sat down and said, we can build this league to become one of the very best. And before now, about 8 years ago, they said it's a sport for retirees. I know before Saudi Arabia, when we were growing up, we hear about Kuwait League and the Qatari League, you understand, where people used to go and make money at their retirement age, in which many Nigerians and African players as well played there too. There came a time that Japan too was a retirement sport.
Even now, China.
Yes, now Saudi Pro League now generating about 25 million euros and total revenue pool is about 1.1 billion euros. Man, that is damn astronomical. Now, as a matter of fact, players at the age of 22, 23, people like Yao Felix, many of them are in the Saudi Pro League. Ivan Toney, a lot of players.
Quinones, the guy that played for Mexico.
A lot of players. So now it's not even a retirement place. It's not a retirement ground for players anymore. So it's a nice one. And I think Saudi Pro League, as soon as it gathered that momentum to start having broadcast rights all over some part of Europe and many parts of Africa, they are going to make generate more revenue than this. It's a nice one for them.
Chima, another competition that is in number 9. On number 9 is UEFA Europa League. They make 36.5 million euros. That's the prize money. But the total revenue generated is 565 million euros. Can you imagine how huge that money is?
Yes, that is why a clause fight to play for the to play in the
Europa.
UEFA Champions League, because when you play there, adding to the money you make in the league, you make extra money for that season for yourself. And then, of course, the commercial aspect of it too. When you play in the UEFA Champions League, the world gets to know you more. The more countries, more.
No, that's
branches.
Europa.
That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
UEFA Champions. That is UEFA Champions League.
UEFA Europa League.
Okay, UEFA Europa League. Okay, yeah. So the world gets to know more about you as you play there too, because you are going to be traveling to different countries to play. So adding to your league as well. So it's a very huge money. When you add up 565 million euros, to your money, and if you win it, you get about 36.5 million euros. So that is a very, very huge amount of money. And then after winning it, it qualifies you to play in the next Champions League as well too. So, but another surprise that I have here is the number 11 that you read, that the Brazilian league, in number 11, and then number 13, number 12, that MLS league. And I think for both of them to find themselves into this top 20, I think that is really huge improvement in football.
But
and football is gradually shifting, because right now, like Albert Fairley said, Saudi Arabia league now. I remember one Nigerian boy in Monaco, Hilary Kaoko, left from Hilary Kaoko, is about 18 years or 19 years, to Al Hilal or so of Saudi Arabia. It was bought about $30-something million. So people were screaming that why will you go to Saudi at this age? All of those things. But the boy knows that Saudi is my dreamland. So now when you ask a young footballer, where do you wish to play?
You say Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia or in the US now, because everybody wants money, and only money can change football right now, because everybody is going there to play for money. If a player like Cristiano Ronaldo could go to Saudi and be playing down, players like Joao Felix, Benzema, Ivan Toney left the world best league, left the world best league in his homeland, have to travel to Saudi, to go and play. That tells you that money is highly involved. And then in the next few years now, we might be seeing world best player emerging from Saudi Pro League, and that is a very good one for football.
But the number 8, the league, the competition generates huge sum of money in number 8. That should be the FIFA World Cup. That is country going on now. It generates 46.5 million euros. And then the revenue is revenue pool. They have about 10. That should be 10.2 million. Billion.
Yeah, there's a way you pronounce that billion.
Okay, it's even billion. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. Let me pronounce it again. Let me pronounce it again. The FIFA World Cup generates, the prize money is 46.5 million euros and 10.2 billion euros. How about?
That money is huge. Before I hit on that, there's a very big surprise here. I keep wondering the Liga MX in Mexico generates 8.5, right? Yeah. Then the total revenue is about 520 million. Now, the surprise, 20 million euro, the surprise there is that Scotland plays in Premiership in Europe. Yeah. Super League in Turkey is in Europe as well, right? Now, for a Mexican side to generate much more ahead of them. You speak a lot of things. So is it based on sponsorship, viewership and all of that? So there is something
is good too.
Because apart from hearing Mexico as a nation, so many people don't know that Mexico
have a very good league.
You understand? So it's a surprise one. But coming back to the FIFA Club World Cup, the format has just been changed last year to every 4 years. Yeah. Don't forget, this FIFA Club World Cup is a tournament that is identified by the best teams in each continent.
Not Club World Cup. This is FIFA World Cup.
FIFA World Cup. Okay, the format has been extended to about 48 teams now. Yeah. 48 teams now globally. Now it's on. Now World Cup now is on. Now imagine whatever thing that has to do with sport generally have to be suspended for the World Cup. Though other things
that has to do with football.
With football, even the entire sport of the world, it's still going on. So many sports are going, maybe rugby or cricket, but you know that the entire focus of the world now is on the World Cup. And look at the fact that it is 3 nations that are hosting it: US, Canada, and Mexico. So it's a nice one for them to generate this money. I'm even expecting more than this. In it come the next World Cup, that perhaps Moroccan, an African team, African nation will be part of it. I'm expecting that this revenue year will be more than that. But it's a nice one. Now, this statistics is based on the past World Cup 2022 that flows to this one. So this one is yet to be concluded. After this one, it can be more increased than this. But it's a nice one that football is generating such an amount of revenue.
Chima, on,
The World Cup prize money has increased a little bit. So I think now is this current one is about 50 million.
but
US
what we have
dollars.
here, this was
Yeah.
based on what the last
yeah,
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
was based on the last one. So but right now it's about 50 million.
That's huge, Chima, that's
this
huge.
thing now.
Then on number 7, Chima, is Ligue 1, the French league. They generate 55.8 million euros, then 2.1 billion.
10.2.
Is that 10.2? This
Okay,
2.1.
2.1.
This 2.1
billion.
This 2.1 billion euros. Huge sum of money, Chima.
Yes, that's what PSG have been receiving every season because they have won the league
money
back
is
to
wicked.
back,
Yeah.
back to back. Then joining with UEFA Champions League money too, back to back. So I think PSG they are the real oil money right now in France. Making this amount of money. That is why PSG are investing so much. So anybody they buy come to the PSG team, I think they have been recruiting their money back. So other teams just need to step up in there. But it's a very good one. At least PSG in France, they are making huge amount of money.
Another league that is making a whole lot of money is the Serie A. These guys are making 70 million euros and 3.5 billion?
Yes,
3.5
euros.
billion euro.
Man, these guys are making huge money. I believe the mafians will get a share out of it.
No, aside mafia, I think Italy as a footballing country has actually carved a niche for themselves. I grew up seeing somebody like Silvio Berlusconi being the president of AC Milan, Massimo Moratti being the president of. There was a time Giovanni Gigi Bogli was the president of. I think Juventus, the old ladies.
There's one of that.
Pep Morata, you're talking about Pep Morata.
Berlusconi.
Not Berlusconi.
Silvio Berlusconi was AC Milan.
Romano Prodi.
Yes,
I think
now,
Romano Prodi. I
you
can't
see-
remember
you
the
see,
team.
If you look very well as well, though England is stated to be the best league premiership in the world, but if you watch every game in the Italian Serie A, both in Serie B, you see the entire stadium capacity always fill to its
To the
full
brim,
capacity.
yeah.
So I think sponsorship, pay-per-view, brand, and other things has actually made Italian. And don't forget, in every season in the UEFA Champions League and the Conference League, Italian teams are always represented. You understand? So I think that is one of the avenue that they generate a huge and humongous amount of revenue for Italian league. So it's a nice one for them. I even expect them more to compete to get to the first 4 or the first 5.
Man, number 5 is another team that you might not really believe, the Bundesliga, the German Bundesliga. They're making 83.4 million euros and 5 billion euros. Man, Chima, this is wicked.
Once you hear German Bundesliga, the first
You know
thing
the
that
money
comes
will
to
go with
mind-
billion.
The first thing that comes to mind is Bayern Munich. Those days when we were school say Bayern Munich. so
What do you mean Bayern Munich?
Spelling.
Is it Bayern Munich?
sometimes they say Bayern Munich. Sometimes they say Bayern, but Igbo people they say Bayern Munich. So that's a very good one. When you are playing in German league, of course that is oil money as well too. Bayern Munich, winning 83.4 million euros and then accumulating over 5 billion euros every season. That is why they can afford to buy any
player
kind of
they want to buy.
They want to buy. So I'm winning the league for over many years now. They are making a whole lot of profit. So it's good for football business. More money, the more passion.
Man, another competition that has raked in a whole lot of money is FIFA World Club Cup. 114.2 million euros, 1.25 billion euros. This is the money Chelsea just made some couple of years back, or some months back.
But they have lavished the money.
No, they've not lavished the money. The money is still intact.
FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, FIFA World Club Cup.
Cup.
That's
FIFA World
number
Club
4.
They have lavished the money.
How about I'm
already.
asking you that question?
I know you're asking me that.
Are you surprised that the money that Chelsea wrecked in?
FIFA World Cup. Man,
World Club Cup.
You see, it's a wonderful tournament. And I think Madrid is the team with the highest amount of that trophy.
Yeah, but we are talking about the inaugural edition. The current
Chelsea, because
current
I'm a Chelsea
holder.
He's
fan.
talking about the
Yeah,
record.
you're
as
talking
well.
about Chelsea
So
fan,
they are
yes.
saying
The
that
inaugural
the
edition.
inaugural
Madrid are the
edition.
godfathers of that trophy. Talking
Very
about the
soon now,
inaugural.
they
are
all
okay.
expired.
Now, in this inaugural edition, a lot of people have even criticized because they say they invited teams based on, they said, performance for a given period of time. You understand? So, but it's a nice one. It's raking that amount of money, I think, because of the sponsorship, the brand, the worldwide broadcast and all of that. And don't forget, this FIFA Club World Cup is actually basically the best team. It was actually the best teams from each continent coming to compete between themselves and win the ultimate prize. You understand? So, but it's a nice one. The structure of the FIFA World Cup has even changed. Now 4 years, you understand, far from each other, not the normal
yearly stuff.
So I think by the time the next one will come, they even stand a chance of even generating much more revenue and all of that. So, but it's a nice one sitting at the.
It's because of Chelsea. That's why Chelsea used, according to Nigeria, they will say Sojuro to win. They bought Pedro. They just brought them to come and play.
He's a player.
That was a very good cheat.
Anyway, so let's not talk about that. Let's go to number 3, which is the UEFA Champions League that generates 160 million euros, then 2.467 billion euros. Chima. That money is wicked.
That's why it's the biggest competition. Let's say the biggest club competition in the world, aside from league. Yeah. Because UEFA champions, whenever you hear UEFA champions, every club in Europe, that is the dream of. In fact, even players in other continents.
I believe your club. I think which club do you support?
Man U now.
Okay, your club has they've won it before.
Several times.
And you're a Liverpool fan.
My team.
Yeah, I know you guys have won. You guys have won it before. You guys have won it before.
We are godfathers.
And I'm a Chelsea fan, and I've won it before.
So what are you trying to say now?
I haven't won it before.
What are you trying to say now?
They can't see this amount of money.
The producer is an Arsenal fan, so is that why you are talking?
I don't care about the producer's condition.
No.
I don't care about his condition.
The producer, you abuse him direct. Don't use him direct to abuse him. What do you mean? But you have won it before. You have won it before. So why are you talking to me now?
Haven't you won it before?
I have won it before. So why are you asking that?
I've won it before.
Why are you asking that
I don't care about any club condition.
Even though the producer bought Ram to celebrate against PSG, they ran away before the final whistle. So why are you doing like this? You don't need to remind him of those kind of things.
Just tell me something about that the amount of money.
Yeah, it's the biggest league in the world, right now. That is why team like Arsenal, are celebrating to even get to the finals, of the tournament. So that's why they buy car, buy a lot of things to even celebrate. So everybody's aspiring, every club in Europe aspiring to win this UEFA Champions. I don't know what is inside that UEFA Champions. I don't know the sugar and the honey inside, but it's just very, very interesting, honestly. Anytime you just see the game, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Man U, Barcelona playing together, it calls for celebration. It calls for happiness.
They play as if their life depends on it.
As if their life depends on it. Even the players, you see a team on the third, maybe sitting third or fourth or even fifth in their league. But when it comes to Champions League,
they'll be very serious.
Be very, very serious.
Yeah, because of the prize money.
Energy. So it's only Arsenal that is still slowing us back. Summer in the UEFA Champions, but I just hope and I pray for them. Maybe next season they can have a taste of it.
Albert, number 2 is no other league than La Liga of Spain. 143 million euros, 4.5 billion euros. That's what they generate in revenue.
Yes, in that regards, you're going to look the consistency of Madrid winning the UEFA Champions League. You're going to look at the fan base and the biggest or the most heralded football team rivalries on earth is the El Clasico. Are you getting it? So that alone speaks a lot of volumes. And you see, year in, year out, you always see a Spanish team getting to the semi-final, final, quarter-final of the CAF Champions League, Europa or Conference, whatsoever. So that is one of the reason I think they are sitting comfortably on the second. They are broadcasting all over the world and all of that, brand sponsors and a lot of things. That's why they're sitting there. So but it's a nice one, but sometimes I want to argue, why if Premiership is the best league in the world, so to speak, why is the Spanish league generating more revenue than them? You see, sometimes...
No, it's not generating more revenue than them.
The best league in the world. What are we talking about here? We're talking about team generating and the total pool in a calendar.
Wait until the year number 1.
Wait
until year number 1. Wait until year number 1. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, and number 1 on this list. Chima, you are the one to analyze number 1. Number 1 on this list is the English Premier League. 202 million euros.
Yes.
Then the total revenue generated is 7.4 billion euros. Chima, who just won the last league, the Premier League?
It's Man U now.
Okay, I was thinking that's where Arsenal generated money to buy terrorist capital. To pay for the 55 million.
Man, you won, but they gave the check to Arsenal just to pity
And
them.
Arsenal just bought the player. That's the Piero. He's coming from Bayern Leverkusen.
He was on loan
It
before
was on loan, I know.
last season. So
55 million pounds and 51 million euros. I guess they generated money from this 202 million.
they are very happy. So
when they collected the money, their money will be remaining 140 something million.
Part of it, they are going to pay for the cows that their fans bought during the final of the Champions League. So when you minus £1 million cow from the Fulani, because they are coming for their money by fire by force. If not, they will carry Saka
and Modeke.
No, they will not carry Madueke. If they carry Madueke, Arsenal will not pay for ransom. They will carry Saka. So, but anyway, Premier League is the best league in the world, and then generates more money than every other football league in the world. To the extent that even clubs that get relegated in the Premier League, in fact, even more money, more than some club side that won their leagues. Are you getting me? So that is why even if you see a club like Sunderland, after getting promotion last season, they bought almost 17 to 18 players, with huge amount of money. That is a very small club. So that is why you see players from top club side in other European leagues can come to a lower team in England and be earning more or times two of what they are earning in their club. So it's because of the whole lot of money, commercials, advert money, TV rights money, all of those things like that to join together. So that is why the Premier League is the best. So I think they deserve to be in number one because they are so that is the best league in the world currently.
Do you have any icing on the sugar you want to drop?
No, not real icing on the sugar, but the thing
icing on the cake, I mean.
No icing on the cake, but I see no reason why. Well, let's leave it. Let's leave it. I don't want to take a jab on Arsenal because
you have already taken a jab. You don't want to take a jab on Arsenal, but you have already taken a jab on Arsenal.
Not wanting to take a jab on Arsenal, he's already taking a jab on Arsenal.
Honestly, anyway. I'm not sure I still want this show to continue because
anyway, sports fans, we have come to the end of this segment. This is where you can get the best of sporting
events. I wanted to argue why your CAF Champions League is not on the list because it's 6 million, but I think maybe the total money generation
it might not be. Sports fan, this is where you get the best of sports news, the best of football news, and the best of transfer. Thank you for staying with us. We'll be back after this timeout.